Hi there movie fans, and welcome to another edition of Movies and More. Today we're getting to know Alice and Steve, a new 6-part relationship comedy created by Sophie Goodhart, whose writing credits include Sex Education, and directed by Tom Kingsley, who has directing credits on the wonderful dramedy This Is Going to Hurt. With each episode just 30 minutes long, there is some real A-list talent behind the lens, but how does it match up in front of the camera? Let's get into it. Alice and Steve are 50-something best friends, self-evident from the opening episode, until one night following the funeral of a close friend of theirs, Alice's 23-year-old daughter Izzy comes onto Steve, and Steve does what any vulnerable man in that situation would do, which isn't apparently to tell Izzy to just bugger off. Had he done so, the series would have ended 10 minutes in, so there's that, I guess. Anyway, if you swallow that premise and believe that is a foundation stone for Izzy and Steve's burgeoning relationship, what follows is a game of one-upmanship, War of the Roses style, as Alice and Steve carry on a feud through the initial shock of Steve's dirty deed, Izzy's baby announcement, her engagement to Steve, and finally to the gripping Thelma and Louise style conclusion at the end of episode 6. All complicated by the fact that Alice and Steve too used to be an item. Nicola Walker is brilliant as Alice, showing a real talent for comedy, and hairstylist Steve, played by Jermaine Clement, just about carries the part off with enough vulnerability to suggest you're not having to invest emotionally in someone who isn't just a predatory arsehole. And while Izzy, played by Yali Topol Margalith, pretty much stays in lane for the purpose of the storyline, there are some really nice moments from the rest of the cast too. A wonderful turn from Alice's put-upon husband Daniel, played by Joel Fry, working hard at conflict avoidance even in the most awkward of situations. Steve's Kiwi dad Barry, played by Ken Blackburn, telling it like it is, Antipodean style, and Alice's elderly mum, played by Marcia Warren, wine glass glued permanently to hand, owning every scene she's in, even if it's simply Sparko in the background. And some of the very best comedies, incidentally, pay attention to what is amusingly happening in the background, as well as to what's occurring in front of it. Now, if you can accept a world where a 50-something man dates his best friend's daughter, half his age, and not only doesn't think that is the least bit ick, but remains within his friend's orbit rather than getting the hell out of Dodge, then Alice and Steve is a very enjoyable watch, involving characters that are completely invested in their roles. There are some nice inventive twists, some moments of brilliant toe-curling awkwardness, and, so I thought, some good old coffee-spitting scenes of real funniness. The tribute to The Shining is a particular standout in that regard. So, all episodes streaming now on Disney+. Catch it while you can, it's worth a cringe. Thank you for watching, we hope you enjoyed the review. If you'd like to comment below, we will respond. Otherwise, do please subscribe to our channel, and do look forward to our next edition of Movies and More coming soon.